Good afternoon and welcome to Pakistan Today News from our New York studio. I'm Chris Taylor. We begin with a major escalation in the ongoing Iran conflict after reports that U.S. warplanes have been shot down during active combat operations. U.S. officials confirmed that an F-15E Strike Eagle and an A-10 Thunderbolt II were hit, marking the first confirmed downing of American aircraft by enemy fire in more than 2 decades. One crew member has been successfully rescued, while another remains missing inside Iranian territory. A high-risk search and rescue mission is now underway under extremely hostile conditions. Analysts say the incident raises serious questions about U.S. air superiority claims and signals a potentially dangerous shift in the conflict, with fears of wider regional escalation. In a separate development, the human cost of the conflict continues to rise sharply, according to a rights monitoring group. Human rights activists in Iran report more than 206 U.S. and Israeli strikes carried out across 13 provinces within a 24-hour period between Thursday and Friday. At least one civilian has been confirmed killed in the latest wave of attacks. The group further states that since the war began on February 28th, more than 1,600 civilians and over 1,200 military personnel have lost their lives, with hundreds more still unaccounted for. The figures underscore growing international concern over the scale and intensity of the ongoing military campaign. Tensions are also intensifying in Iraq, where multiple airstrikes and retaliatory attacks have been reported across key military positions. Reports indicate that an airstrike targeted a base belonging to the Popular Mobilization Forces in Mosul, followed by another strike on its headquarters in Al-Qaim in western Iraq. No casualties have been confirmed so far. In response, an Iraqi armed group claims it has launched 19 attacks on U.S. bases across the region using drones and missiles within the past 24 hours. The developments highlight Iraq's growing role as a central battleground in the wider regional conflict. Now to Islamabad, where efforts to launch a Pakistan-led diplomatic initiative aimed at facilitating U.S.-Iran talks are facing significant delays. We go to our correspondent Sarah William in Islamabad.
Thank you, Chris. The Pakistan-led initiative to bring Washington and Tehran to the negotiating table is currently experiencing a pause, as Iranian authorities have yet to provide a formal response to proposed dialogue channels. According to officials, back-channel communications between the two sides have taken place, showing some early progress, but momentum has slowed due to the lack of a clear signal from Tehran. Despite continued international pressure, including calls from Pakistan and China for urgent engagement, Iran has not indicated readiness to enter formal negotiations. Diplomats warn that time is running out as regional tensions continue to escalate.
Thank you, Sarah. Turning to Europe, France has announced emergency financial assistance to support businesses affected by surging fuel prices linked to the Middle East conflict. Small and medium-sized enterprises in sectors such as transport, agriculture, and fisheries will be eligible for so-called flash fuel loans of up to 50,000 euros. The scheme, managed by BPI France, is designed to deliver rapid financial relief within 7 days, as governments across Europe feel the economic ripple effects of the ongoing crisis. Meanwhile, in Australia, authorities are urging citizens to continue with their Easter travel plans, despite localized fuel shortages affecting hundreds of petrol stations, particularly in rural areas. Energy Minister Chris Bowen has encouraged calm, advising travelers to take only the fuel they need. Australia currently holds around 39 days of petrol reserves, 29 days of diesel, and 30 days of jet fuel. Officials say the shortages are manageable for now, but highlight the broader global pressure on energy supplies. Diplomatic efforts are also under strain, as a Pakistan-led initiative to facilitate U.S.-Iran talks continues to face delays. Tehran has yet to formally respond to proposed dialogue frameworks, despite ongoing back-channel exchanges between Washington and Iranian intermediaries. While Pakistan and China have both urged immediate engagement, officials say uncertainty from Tehran is slowing progress at a critical moment. Finally, the World Health Organization has raised serious concerns over attacks on healthcare infrastructure in Iran amid the ongoing conflict. WHO Director General Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus confirmed that Tehran's Pasteur Institute has suffered significant damage following a recent airstrike, forcing it to halt essential health services. The agency reports that around 20 healthcare facilities in the Iranian capital have been affected in recent days. The WHO has called for the immediate protection of medical infrastructure, warning that continued attacks could deepen the humanitarian crisis. That's all for now. You're watching Pakistan Today News. I'm Chris Taylor.